Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series. It is Hanamonogatari episode 2. We are still following in the footsteps of Kanbaru Suruga, or Gain's child, as she's named by someone in this episode. And yeah, the big question, what the heck happened to her arm? So, as always, you know what to do. If you want to see my reaction, just go down into the descriptions. Follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear me out about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now let's see. There's a lot that happened here. A little bit of fan service as well, by the way. But I was really surprised that Kaiki showed up. I didn't expect that. I mean, it's very fitting they're jumping in times back and forth, so okay. But I didn't expect to see him so soon after the last arc, where we lost him in the end. So, well, it's kind of nice. However, he looks very different. I'm not completely sure what it is. I mean, they had for her a little bit changed drawing style as well, I think. She looks a little bit different as well. But for him it is very much. There were like moments when I really thought he was looking like Araragi wearing a wig or a fake beard or something like that. There were moments when I really was doubting in the beginning, is it really Kaiki? I mean, it is his voice, no question there. But he looks different. But well, it's somewhere between the two times we've seen him. And it seems they changed a little bit of the graphics, so possibly that's it. Well, we got a lot of informations here about the background of Kanbaru, where she's coming from. More informations about Kaiki as well. And about, let's say, the old guys in the series. So we learned a little bit about Kanbaru's mother, about Oshino as well, I think. So let's go through. So Oshino, according to Kanbaru, told her the problem with the monkey paw with the arm will solve by itself over time. And when Kanbaru remembered that or repeated it, I immediately thought like, wait, things solve itself over time? Wasn't that what in the last episode Numachi said? And she did. Maybe not in the correct same words, but in the end she said, I hear the complaints of the people, I just listen to them, and most, if not all, problems solve themselves over time. It is the same idea. And then we had, later on, Kaiki saying something, I'm not sure if I will find... Oh yeah, the thing that some problems can't be solved. And then the problem with when he said that, she remembered the lack of Numachi saying more or neither the same thing again. Some problems can't be solved even by time. So it seems as though Numachi has somehow a connection to Oshinomeme and to Kaiki in the meaning of what she knows of her knowledge base, you know? It might be she knows them, it might be she learned from them, or it's just that she already knows some of the knowledge, of the wisdom of those two characters, and reflects it already. So that was interesting, and Kanbaru had this moment where she realized, wait, what I just heard, I heard just some days ago from Numachi. That's a weird coincidence. So I like it. Seeing that Kaiki at least now knows Numachi, maybe they have known each other already before. There was in the beginning of the episode, Kanbaru thought about why her arm is gone, and there we discussed this the last time. You know. And as I said, maybe it was Numachi kind of absorbing it or stuff like that. Sure, if something would have happened to Aragi, that might have been an option as well. Because in the end she tried to kill him. with the arm, and it is part of her wish to do that. I'm not sure if the arm would vanish there, however. I found it interesting that she still bandages the arm, although it is gone. I mean, there are multiple reasons for it. One is, if you do not have a bandaged arm anymore, people will ask questions. Oh, it's not bandaged anymore. Is it better now? What was it? And stuff like that. And the other thing is, she's used to do it. So it is possibly additionally a moment, the thing that she feels complete when her arm is bandaged. And when it isn't, it just feels wrong. It's like if you are wearing typically the same stuff all the time. Let's say you always wear trousers, and now you're forced to wear, for the first time in your life, shorts or a dress, a robe, something like that, which is uncommon for you. It just feels wrong in this moment. You are not confident in yourself wearing something you're not used to. So possibly bandaging, taping her arm is giving her a feeling of safety, of still being the same person, you know? However, when she was running, she lost balance. And I thought that's so fitting. It's not only about that maybe the arm gave her some strength, as it seems later on, because she can't run away from Kaiki, but it is as well that she feels different. People missing limbs, as example an arm, know that they are having problems walking normal. You're out of balance. Your body is used to have both legs and both arms, and you're used to automatically, when, as example, one of your legs is not as long as the others, which for most people, by the way, is. You're used to it from birth, and you adapt to it, and you have a specific kind of walking. When you're wearing shoes who equalize this, so you get for the first time shoes who make sure that both legs are of the same length, they do not help you in the first try. For you, it is just wrong. You're used to walking in a way that balances the problem out, and now the shoes do this, and those people will have problems walking. People having lost an arm are having problems like we've seen with her. They fall over, they lose balance because they are used to balance themselves automatically with their arms while walking and running. So for her, yes, she has both arms, but one of them completely changed. It is not the same arm anymore, so she doesn't, I can only guess, she does not feel the same anymore. And that's the thing is, so that's why she tumbled, why she isn't running, because she's insecure due to that. And later on, as we've seen with Kaiki, when she tried to run away from him, the powers that were given to her by Monkey Paw, the incredible speed and agility is gone. She's still pretty fast, I guess, but not as fast as him. By the way, he's hilariously running. He looks really funny. And then she falls over and hurts herself and bleeds. And that was an interesting scene because she's having this mix of crying and laughing. It is not only laughing, there is the crying of pain in as well, and it is a little bit maniac. Just a bit, but it is in there in my opinion. It is this moment of realizing that this devilish thing is gone, which she perceived as a problem. I mean, we have seen the episodes. Yes, it gave her some powers and everything, but she was very aware of the problems that it caused in the end. She taped her arm every night to the wall just to make sure she's not hurting anyone. So that took a toll on her. And when she bleeds from this arm, it is the moment you do not only see you have a normal arm, you can not only touch it, but you can feel when you hurt yourself. In this moment, it like finally sank in. This really is my arm. The monkey paw is gone. I will possibly not be a danger to anyone anymore. Stuff like that. And I think that's why she laughed, cried, was a little bit maniac at the same time. when it completely dawned on her what that meant. So very nicely done. I really liked it. I mean, in my opinion, you can see that those who made these episodes, who wrote this story, really studied and researched what that means. What does it mean to lose an arm? What does it mean if your body behaves differently? And stuff like that, as I just discussed. I like that. There's depth in it. It has a very own deepness. We had Ogi again, who said when he talked about, do you have your period? He realized that because Kambaru answered as she did, that this is a question as a boy you do not ask normally to a girl, because it is intimate and between girls possibly more common than it is from a boy to a girl. And he reacted with, oh yeah, I'm a boy now. So there we are again. Ogi was female, at least it seemed in the past, and now male. And even, I don't know if it's if Ogi really has problems identifying who am I. And as some of you said, Oogie is Oogie, yeah, I know. Does he/she play with it, with this confusion? Or is he really not completely aware of what he or she is? It's a strange thing. I'm pretty sure there will be, I mean, they are teasing that so much. There will be episodes which explain so much more about Oogie. And I really look forward to, and possibly there will be eye openers in, and then I will say, oh yeah, now it makes sense what you all wrote, but right now I have no clue. Enjoy as long as it is this way. There was an uncle. Oogie mentioned something about his uncle. I am aware that some of you in the past wrote stuff down which I partially forgot and partially pressed away, about who is related to whom. Because some of it, in my opinion, did not really pop up in the series yet. So I tried to not take comments too much in consideration when I feel it might be spoilerish. Because I'm afraid it might destroy my surprises. So. We had the names of Kambaru, Godspeed Angel. Nice one. I really like that name. That's a great name. And I missed the end of Poison Swamp of the name of Numochi. Numochi. Amonchi. I guess we will find that out. However, she's missing for 5 days, and then Kambaru leaves the town and runs into Kaiki. So, here's the surprise. Hi, Kaiki. Nice to see you again, although you look different. And he got informed by Numachi that Kambaru is leaving the town. He's not allowed to enter the town because of Araragi and Senjugahara. But here's the big question that Kambaru asks herself in the end. Multiple ones. One she didn't ask, but I really have to ask is, how did Numachi know that Kambaru is leaving the town? Did she track her somewhere? Is she watching her? How does she know? I mean, I do not know when a friend of mine leaves the town. How should I? I don't have a tracker on this person, you know? So how does Numachi know? And then the questions that Kambaru Suruga asked, why did she tell Kaiki? What is in there for her? You know, that's not a coincidence. Who went for whom? Did Numachi go for Kaiki actively and say, I know you're interested in her, by the way, she will leave the town tomorrow, stuff like that? Or did they accidentally run into each other, and who would believe that? So there's some questions there of the reasons why Numachi informed Kaiki. A lot in the way like the reasons from Ogi are still unclear to me. What is in for him in everything that's happening? Because I'm pretty sure he knows why Kambaru is not running. I'm pretty sure he knows that the devil arm is gone. Although that's speculation. However, Kaiki stopped her, played a little bit around with her, made sure he's faster than her, and then, and this is the scene here, picked her up like a little kitten, like a little dog, and she was lying in front of him, crying because she realized that she cannot outrun him. So that's the one thing where she took a lot of pride in, that she was always the fastest. She could outrun everyone because of the powers of the monkey paw. And if I remember right from the past, she got the monkey paw because she wanted to be the fastest one in a tracking game. And when she wasn't, she wished for it, and the monkey paw made it happen by, well, making sure none of the competitors was able to run anymore, or at least not as fast. So I guess it gave kind of additional powers to her, in the meaning of that she's faster and more vigil, that she's just stronger in general. And this is gone as well now. So she's outrun by Kaiki, who doesn't seem like a very fit guy in general. He's a conman, so you normally don't think someone like that is much of a sportsman. However, if you see how he ran, he's no slouch either. He's pretty fast. So she was down about that, losing possibly the first time since a long while. So he got kind of her spirit broken there without being too mean, and by taking her up, she looked like a little kitten in this moment. She was back in like small child, like in baby form, crying and just, he's like, come on, what's that? Well, I will take it with me and feed it. Very fittingly, you find a kitten on the street, you take it home, you feed it, you pat it on the head, and either you keep it or you let it go. That's more or less what Kaiki did here. He picked her up, he gave her to eat, he talked a little bit with her, and then he said goodbye. Funnily. Then we had the monologue about things that can't be solved. I had that already. There was a mentioned guy in Izuku, which is the aunt of Kambaru. I think it is, I'm not sure what she called herself, but we've met her now. Oh yeah, the mother of Kambaru, at least Kaiki said that. And as I got informed in the comments again, please don't trust Kaiki in everything he says. But he states that there was some time when he was in love with her mother. Although he had another girl at this time, and I kind of asked myself who this other girl was. And maybe if we will learn about that as well in the future. And that Kambaru's mother asked him to care for her daughter in case something happens to her. Although he states that this was very far on the back of his list because he wasn't paid for it. I remember that we met Kaiki for the first time with Aragi together when he left her house. So Kaiki was watching out for her. He may state it as though he really didn't do it. But there is some genuine good feelings in him, as we've seen in the last arc as well. So I think he did go into town to help her out, and he just couldn't confess it to himself. He just sold it to himself as, well, I'm going there to make some money by conning people. And while I'm there, I can look out for this girl, but it's not my major thing. Sure. I like one sentence especially, which he made here. I mean, we had that in the past. I think I am very sure I discussed about this in the past. Not only in this series, in many, many other series in the past, because it's one thing that is, could say important to me, or a major thing I understand and I believe, as he does here, as Kaiki does here. There is no only good or only bad people. There is no such thing. That's why we have angels and devils as perfectly good and perfectly evil, while humans are in the middle. We are neither. We are not all good. We are not all bad. Even the people who are in history who are perceived as more neither the ultimate god, like Mother Teresa or Gandhi as example, and Mother Teresa is way more on the perfectly good side. Even those had very likely their dark times and dark sides, moments whenever where they had thoughts about stuff that you would consider generally not good. And the other way around goes as well. It's very likely there are people who are perceived as incredibly evil or bad in the history, who still had some good parts of them. They were just outshined by the evil sides. So, I agree with Kaiki here. There's no only good, only bad. So it's not easy on saying I hate you, Kaiki, because Sanjigahara told me to, because you can very soon realize there's a good in him as well. And we are not the same person all our lives. Or we are not, how did he say it? Not the same personality all the time. Which I can very, very agree on just looking at my life. Looking backwards, how was I as a child? How was I as a youngster? As a teenager? As a young man? And so on and so forth. There are definitely different personalities I see there. Some of them I would like today, some of them maybe not so much. So, yeah, that's that. Last but not least, two things. So someone collects, and I think that's a major thing here happening. This is what it's all going to be about. Someone collects all parts of a devil. So we have the devil paw, which was connected to Kambaru. We have seen Numachi had a taped leg as well. So I guess maybe she had a devil leg. Which the question is, would it be like a goat leg, or what kind of devil leg would it be? I guess it's more the Japanese version, so Oni. Is it right? Maybe wrong. So maybe whoever took it, however they did from Kambaru, did the same with Numachi. But that would mean there are more parts as well. So another arm, another leg, the body, the head. Just guessing a tail, no clue. So on the one hand, that's a good thing because it removes problems from those people who are connected to these parts. On the other hand, it's very likely a bad thing because if you set something together which is in the end the devil, the question is, how bad can that be? I'm aware that the gods here are not as omnipotent, powerful as the gods in the Western world are perceived. I mean, the god or the gods, if you look like Greek or Norse mythology. However, a god is still an incredible powerful thing, and if you put a devil on kind of the same level, and someone puts one together, that's a bad thing happening. And the question is, why? Why would someone want to do that? So, and who? So we will see. Kaiki said someone will come along and collect. The question is, has this now already happened in case of Kambaru? And if so, how? Was it or was it not Numachi? I expected, I guessed last time, maybe she did it with the touch, But then, maybe someone did it in the night and just took it from Kambaru as she didn't realize. I'm pretty sure we will see Numachi next episode, and maybe we will learn more about this. And last but not least, Fire Sisters. So, Kambaru informed the Fire Sisters and requested their help to find Numachi and find about her, what she's doing and everything. So, I like it because the girls are entertaining. However, they are possibly not the best on staying hidden. So that will very likely escalate quickly. And escalation can be very entertaining, so I look forward to the next episode. That's it from me this time. I hope you liked my reaction. I hope you liked my speculations. And as always, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. You can visit my Patreon. I'm always happy to see you there. You may, if you want, to subscribe to my Facebook page. I only post 1 or 2 things a week there. It's more for the fact if, however, YouTube may shut down me, which happened in the past. And yeah, and I have a MyAnimeList page, which is in the descriptions as well. So that's it for the time, and until the next time, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.